Level 1, the Probatio. You're 18. You stand in a dusty line outside a stone fort in Gaul. The air smells of charred wood and wet horses. A medical officer pokes your ribs. He checks your teeth like you're a pack mule. You are 5 feet 10 inches tall. Barely enough. You sign the wax tablet. 25 years. That is your life now. You receive the signoculum, a lead disc in a leather pouch around your neck. You are marked. You are property of the Roman state. You get 75 denarii as a travel allowance. It's the most money you've ever seen. You spend it on boots and a heavy cloak. You don't have a sword yet. You have a wooden pole weighted with lead. You thrust it into a wooden post for 6 hours a day. Your shoulders scream. Your palms bleed. You sleep on a thin mat in a room with 7 strangers. They smell like you. Sweat, dirt, and fear. You aren't a soldier. You are a project. Level 2, the Miles Gregarious. You're 20. You have survived the training. You are now a standard legionary. You belong to a contubernium. 8 men, 1 tent, 1 millstone, 1 mule. These men are your brothers. You eat together, sleep together, and kill together. Your pay is 225 denarii a year. After deductions for food, hay, and armor repairs, you have almost nothing. You carry 60 pounds of gear on a T-shaped pole over your shoulder, the sarcina. You march 20 miles in 5 hours. You don't stop for rain. You don't stop for blisters. At the end of the day, you don't rest. You dig. You build a ditch. You build a wall. Every single night. You are a construction worker who occasionally kills people. You feel the weight of the lorica segmentata on your collarbones. It's cold in the morning and a furnace by noon. You learn the language of the trumpet. The tubichines scream, and you move. You are a single tooth in a massive grinding gear. Level 3, the Immunis. You're 23. You have a skill. Maybe you're a surveyor. Maybe you're a medic. You're an Immunis because you are immune from the munera, the heavy labor. You don't dig ditches anymore. You don't pull guard duty on the freezing ramparts at 3 a.m. You have a specialized kit. You carry bandages, vinegar for cleaning wounds, and bronze probes. You see the cost of the legion up close. You see the gangrene. You see the jagged edges of Germanic axe wounds. Your pay is the same as a regular soldier, but your life is longer. You spend your days in the valedictorium, the hospital. The smell of blood and herbal poultices sticks to your skin. You are still a soldier. You still march. You still fight. But you see the machine from the inside. You realize how easily a man's life leaks out onto the dirt. You become cold. You become efficient. You stop learning names. Level 4, the Tesserarius. You're 26. You are a junior officer now, a principalis. You are the watch commander for your century. You receive 1.5 times the pay of a standard soldier, 337 denarii. You are responsible for the tessera, the wax tablet with the nightly password. You walk the lines in the dark. You check the sentries. If a man is asleep on his post, you report him. He will be beaten to death by his own friends. That is the law. You feel the isolation for the first time. You aren't one of the boys in the tent anymore. You are the one who ensures they stay awake. You see the flickers of campfires across the valley. The enemy is out there. You hold the secret word that keeps the gate closed. The responsibility is a physical weight. You carry a small staff. You start to use it.
Level 5, the Signifer. You're 29. You have been chosen for your courage and your record. You are the standard bearer. You wear a wolfskin over your helmet. The paws are tied under your chin. The fur smells of old dust and rain. You carry the signum, the soul of the century. It is a tall pole decorated with silver discs and a hand at the top. If you lose it, the unit is disgraced. If you run, the unit dies. In battle, you have no shield. You have a small round buckler, but your hands are full. You stand in the front rank. You are the target. Every arrow, every spear, every screaming barbarian is looking for the wolfskin. Your pay is double, 450 denarii. You also manage the Century's burial club. You handle the money. You know exactly what every man's life is worth in silver. You see the men looking at you during the charge. You are the lighthouse in a sea of blood. Level 6, the Optio. You're 32. You are the second in command of the Century. You carry a long staff with a silver ball at the end. Your place is not at the front, It is at the very back. When the lines clash, the noise is deafening. Men scream. Iron shatters. The men in the back want to run. You are there to make sure they don't. You use your staff to shove men back into the line. You keep the formation tight. You are the sergeant who makes the engine run. You handle the paperwork, the training, and the equipment. Your pay is double. You are the Centurion's shadow. You see him getting older. You see the scars on his neck. You wait for your turn. You realize that your job is to be the most hated man in the unit so that the unit stays alive. You don't seek love. You seek order. Level 7, the Centurion. You're 37. You have reached the rank of legend. You wear a transverse crest of red horsehair on your helmet so your men can see you in the smoke. You wear your medals on your chest, the Fileri. They clink when you walk. You carry the vine staff, the Vetus. You use it to strike the lazy and the slow. Your K jumps to 3,750 denarii. You are rich by any peasant standards. You have your own quarters. You have a servant. But you are at the front of every fight. You are the first over the wall. You are the last to leave the field. You have lost 3 fingers on your left hand. You have a scar that runs from your temple to your jaw. You command not from a map. You command with your voice and your sword. You know the name of every man in your 80-man century. You know who is a coward. You know who is a hero. You are the backbone of the empire. If you break, Rome falls. Level 8, the Primus Pilus. You're 46. You are the first spear, the senior centurion of the entire legion. You command the first century of the first cohort. These are the elite, the giants. You are the advisor to the generals. You have served 25 years. You could retire with a massive land grant, but you stay. You are the bridge between the aristocratic officers and the men in the dirt. You earn 15,000 denarii. You are a man of immense power. You oversee the security of the Eagle, the Aquila. You don't yell as much anymore. You don't have to. When you speak, the camp goes silent. You look at the new recruits and see ghosts. You have seen 3 emperors rise and 2 fall. You are more metal than flesh. You are the living memory of the legion.
Level 9, the Prefectus Castrorum. You're 52. You are the camp prefect. You are the highest rank a common soldier can reach. You are in charge of everything: the food, the siege engines, the hospitals, the blacksmiths. When the general and the tribunes are away, you command the legion. You are the master of logistics. You know how many nails are in the warehouse. You know how many bushels of grain are left before the winter kills the horses. You don't fight with a sword anymore. You fight with a stylus and a ledger. But everyone knows you rose from the ranks. The men respect you more than the nobles in their purple-striped tunics. You are the architect of the legion's survival. You feel the weight of 6,000 lives on your back every morning. Level 10, the Legatus Legionis. You're 44. You didn't rise from the ranks. You are a senator. You were born into this. You have been appointed by the emperor himself. You wear a purple-bordered toga and a molded leather cuirass. You sit on a high horse. You look down at the sea of red shields. You see numbers, not names. You decide which village burns and which bridge is built. Failure means the end of your political career. Success means a triumph in Rome. You are surrounded by young tribunes seeking glory and old centurions seeking orders. You feel a profound, freezing loneliness. One bad decision and 6,000 men disappear into the mud of a foreign land. You give the order. The trumpets sound. The machine begins to move. You stand on a hill. You watch a new batch of recruits arrive at the gate. One boy stops. He looks at the walls. He's 18. He steps off the wagon. The cycle begins again.